now their steamy sambas and sizzling salsas. It came as no surprise that Strictly's Joe Sugg and Dianne Buswell became more than just dance partners.
Well, after roaring their way to the final in 2018, the couple are now preparing for their very own tour. Before they tell us all about it, here's a reminder of how they lit up the ballroom. Amazing.
Joe and Dianne join us now. I mean, it really is. I mean, it's incredible, isn't it, that you sort of go on Strictly, you don't know what's going to happen, you learn a skill that you absolutely love, you meet someone you absolutely love, and then now you're working together on your own tour.
Yeah, we've kept it going. We were like, at the end of the show, we were like, we want to still obviously dance together and still, you know, stuff like that together. So we thought, let's do our own tour. Let's
this
continue.
has been a year in the planning, hasn't it?
Yeah, well, we came up with the idea sort of around the start of last year, and then we teamed up with a great writer called Toby. So we're working on the script with him, and it's going to be full of like sketches about our sort of life together.
Yeah.
But also with dance, obviously.
Maybe some singing in there as well. There might be a little duet.
Really?
Maybe. I mean, I can't sing, but I'm going to attempt.
And so when it comes to the dancing, like, Dianne, do you see this as kind of a work in progress with him? I mean, do you still train with him? Is he learning more? Is he even better than he was by the final at the end of 2018?
I mean, it definitely is a work in progress. But the good thing with Joe is he does work so hard. So there is going to be quite a lot of dancing on this tour, and dances that he never actually got to dance on Strictly.
Right.
So there's a lot of work ahead, but I believe he'll do really well.
Strictly, I mean, that's an intense schedule, learning something different every week. So I'm assuming that you're not daunted by that prospect.
No, not really. I think these routines that we do on our tour are going to be a lot longer.
Yeah.
So that's a lot more to remember, but also like the scripts and like the other parts of the show as well. It's going to be a lot to get in, but we've got time. He'll be fine.
Yeah.
He'll be up there.
Well, Craig's not sitting in the audience.
Exactly. Yeah.
We're not going to have him judging
us.
Great.
And this is a real sort of mashup of worlds. You've got obviously your YouTube background and your dance background, which means that as sort of fans sitting there watching, you've got to cater to so many different people. So how do you make sure that nobody gets left out?
Yeah, that's what's been fun with the whole writing process of it, is trying to do it from a perspective of like trying to get all these new audiences. We've got the real little ones that believe Diane's a mermaid.
Yep.
Including my daughter.
I am, don't worry, I'm still a mermaid.
All the way up to the older fans. So it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, that's why it is such a variety show. Yeah. So it's a little bit of something for everybody.
Well, you're doing the Strictly tour now.
Yes, I'm on tour at the moment. So got a day off today and in here.
And at what point, when you were teamed up, at what point did you think, both of you, oh, hello, hold on a second?
It was that thing of, honestly, during the show, you are so busy that there's not even time to even think about that. You're training so hard. It wasn't until after that we thought, oh, kind of miss seeing you every single day, every hour of the day.
I miss being shouted at by you every day.
Very fond of that.
You just went to Australia for
Yes, had a hot Christmas.
Met the family.
Yeah, it was good. It was nice. It was lovely.
He came back alive, so they liked him.
Yeah, made it back. But
alive because you're driving. It sounds like it has something to do with it.
I did drive. I hadn't driven for a long time, so I can't drive here in London. It scares me. So when I got back to Australia, I was like, right, Joe, come on, in the car with me. And he was like, really?
I had to ask to see her licence. I was like, I'm not getting a car with you unless I see you can actually drive.
And was it when you were driving that you went down this road and took the picture that you posted on? I think it was on Instagram you put it, and it's a sign, that post. I think we've got it. Let's take a look.
Yeah.
You post something like this, and then suddenly, because you're pointing to the sign, it says Joseph Buswell Road, and everybody was like, oh my gosh, they're getting engaged.
Yeah, which I was like, where's that come from? Because that's your road where, like, that road's actually named after your family.
Yeah, after my family, so...
and we were like, oh, what a surprise. Buswell and Joseph took a picture, and when you're, like, the other side of the world, you don't see a lot of the reaction.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Of course that means we're getting married.
Well,
there you go.
Moments later, you were pregnant.
Yeah, exactly. We work fast.
Yeah, we don't mess around.
I'm assuming that's not true either.
No.
So not engaged.
No, we've got a tour to get going.
Yeah.
We kind of don't have time for anything else.
How many Joes are in your family?
Oh,
There's about 15. And now that Joe's come in, 16. So,
That's hilarious.
You say, Joe, come over here, and all 16 of them come over.
Well, it was. They would say, like, Joe, come out and have the food or whatever, and we'd look up, all of us looking up around. It's like meerkats, like a little tribe of meerkats
That's
looking
hilarious.
up.
Yeah.
So
What are the chances
bit of getting used to on that, yeah.
Very popular name in the Buswell household.
So when it comes in, obviously you've got the tour to concentrate on. You've been in musicals in the West End as well. You were in Waitress.
Yes,
Would you
yeah.
consider doing more of that? Sort of, where is life taking you?
I would love to. I really enjoyed my time on Waitress. It was a big, new, scary thing for me.
Yeah.
I looked through YouTube videos to get inspiration, found you as Joseph.
The master.
From back in the day, yeah. And so I was like, I'm going to give it a go. So, but I loved it. The cast I worked with was amazing, and it was nerve-wracking singing, especially singing in front of a live audience who aren't there necessarily just for you. It's just to enjoy the show in general. But I survived,
Well
and
done.
I
It's
impressed
good
a lot of
to challenge
people, and that
yourself,
was
isn't it?
exactly,
Try
yeah,
all these
exactly.
things.
And did you survive Bake Off all right?
Just about, yeah.
It sounds from what you've given us, and obviously you can give anything away because this is for Stand Up to Cancer.
Yes.
I think Alison's involved.
Yes.
They kicked off within 5 minutes.
Within about 5, I'd say even less than 5 minutes, it all kicked off, and I won't spoil it, but it's one to watch. I
Well,
think.
we've got to wait till spring for that, but we look forward to it. In the meantime, happy rehearsals.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Joe and Dianne Show, 27th of March to the 19th of April, all around the place. So you have to go and have a look on the website to find out. Thank you.
Lovely
Thank you.
to see you both.
Yeah,
Thank
good
you
to see
so
too.
much.
Cheers.